prices and a shortage of pork products. Casey Montoya looks into the possible impacts.
Hey Matt, CHP Santa Fe Springs, they're talking about it. They're talking about engaging it if it gets on the freeway. U-turn. He might be going back. Might be going back to the freeway or the mall. I bet he's jumping on the freeway. Come on, jump on that freeway. We're on the red light. Out of Carson. Oh, no, there's no units behind him yet, but the airship's overhead still. Are there units? Right turn, northbound.
Anaheim is the ship down low. Is he leaving? Because it looks like Sheriff's is over here.
Lakewood
It's
and
a
Ashworth.
sedan. I think it's like
He's
a
westbound on
older
Ashworth.
model silver Mercedes with a sunroof.
There's a ship lower than us about 10 to 11 o'clock. Okay. He's at Coke. He just made a right turn northbound Coke.
I don't. Because he doesn't have any cop cars behind him. It seems like Sheriff's is leaving at the rate that he's going. Yeah, because he's going pretty fast towards the east. Yeah, it seems like he's clearing out. Let's see a light over there. Oh no, it's an ambulance. The sheriff's ship is over by the 605. We can just follow him if you want. I think he's probably done though. Anyone? Okay. Because the sheriff's ship is taking the 605. Oh. 91 at Cherry. Yeah, Cherry's gonna be. Yeah. Go. Right there. This is Cherry here. Turning northbound. It was like a silver, older model Mercedes, I think. Yeah. '68th and Orange. Okay. Over here. Could it be that guy? I thought it was a smaller car. Turning south. Westbound Artesia over here. This is Artesia here. Wordle. Okay, so right there. Yeah, that's what it looks like, kind of, but it had a sunroof. On Artesia. Then he's over here. Okay, that guy has a sunroof. Okay, it kind of looks like that guy. That looks like a Mercedes. Okay, there he is. Assignment desk from Alpha on the microwave. So Jamie, this is the car that they were chasing. There's no units behind it, and the airship that was here left, but another one came. So the other airship is now trying to find it. We see the car now, so we're going to stick with it for just a few and see if they get any units behind it. But at this point, it is not a pursuit. We're in Compton. No, I never heard. I just know he was going really fast. Because they almost lost him at times. Go ahead, Jamie. To the Grove. You got it. Sarah, can we leave to the Grove? Yeah. At the Nordstrom's. You got it. Okay, cool. Be right there. I'll give you an ETA. Possible looting. Oh, really? So Jamie, Channel 9 was over it earlier, Sarah was telling me, and they came to this instead. We'll go anyhow, but it may just be a little older than we think. ETA is 10 minutes. All right, you got it, Jamie, on the way. ETA 10. I think that's the Grove thing, yeah. 10 minutes, Jamie, 10. San Vicente and Hauser. with San Vicente and Hauser is the last cross. And that is an 8-minute ETA. There's an airship over it, Sarah.
Got it. Copy, you got it. That was eastbound? That was an eastbound turn, right? Eastbound Venice. Eastbound Venice. If you can help me make out the model of... Copy that. LAPD in pursuit. Silver SUV through that red light there. A high-speed pursuit, occasionally on the wrong side of the road. This is going to be eastbound Venice Boulevard, beginning near the Grove, went down La Cienega, up over towards San Vicente, southbound Hauser, and now on Venice Boulevard, picking up a little bit of speed. LAPD's airship is in tracking mode as the suspect continues to fly through these intersections. Here comes another red light, making a right turn. This is going to be a southbound turn on La Brea Avenue. La Brea Avenue from Venice Boulevard. These are attempted robbery suspects. A suspect, or suspects, I should say. Continuing at a high rate of speed, weaving around traffic. Again, has been on the wrong side of the road, now using that turn lane. Going to squeeze through here as he's got some oncoming traffic back on the wrong side of La Brea Avenue here, trying to get around this late night traffic, which happens to be a little heavier than normal. Again, going through a green light that time, coming up ahead here, continuing southbound La Brea Avenue. LAPD in tracking mode again as they follow this SUV from above. LAPD units on the ground continuing to progress along with him, but again, this is currently in tracking mode underneath the 10 freeway, and looks like he's going to get on the 10. He's getting on the freeway, getting onto the eastbound freeway. Eastbound side of the 10 freeway, the airship will continue tracking, and CHP will be notified immediately of these suspects entering the freeway. LAPD again with their airship overhead, but the night sun appears to be off, entering the freeway at about freeway speeds. Still a bit of traffic as they actually, looks like the night sun just came back on a second ago, so they may continue this pursuit here, and I would imagine CHP will enter the picture here momentarily in any event. Coming up on Crenshaw Boulevard, again, these are attempted robbery suspects fleeing LAPD. LAPD initiating this pursuit near the Grove. Look at this driving. Very dangerous driving, splitting lanes here and squeezing through some of these cars that are real. I mean, look, there's not a whole lot of traffic. Couldn't have done that much safer, but this driver clearly behaving very recklessly. Now on the freeway, pushing 90 miles per hour. Eastbound side of the 10 freeway, heading towards downtown LA, passing Arlington Avenue. Hugging that right lane now, maybe looking for his next exit. And he is taking the exit here. This one's going to be Arlington Avenue, I believe. And it'll put him in the West Adams district if he does exit. No, he got it. What, did he go over the Gore Point? He got over the Gore Point and got back on the freeway. He's back on the freeway, back on the eastbound side of the 10 freeway. Very dangerous driving. Very dangerous driving. Look at this. Perfect. All right, he is committed to the 10 eastbound, going to be approaching the 110 freeway. That'll take him south or north, maybe south into South LA, or he can continue on the 10 freeway towards East LA. We'll see what he decides to do, but he is hugging that right lane, and he did show a hint of trying to get off there earlier, and then thought twice and recommitted, I should say, to the 10 freeway. LAPD continuing to track the suspect from above. Still no sign of any black and whites on the ground, but you can see he's shifting around, weaving around anybody in his way, and again, still picking up a bit of speed here, about 70 miles per hour, so now not record-breaking speeds, but still very erratic driving, to say the least. And this time, he may be getting off. He may be getting off. Is that the exit there, Kyle? Onto the 110? Is he getting on the 110? Southbound side of the 110. Looks like he's transitioning to the 110 freeway, and I'm pretty sure this will put him on the southbound side. Look at this car. Look at that truck trying to get involved there, riding the shoulder with him, and he goes around him on the shoulder. .110 south. We are on the 110 south, guys. Still looking for any hint of law enforcement on the ground. Not hearing anybody getting involved just yet. CHP tracking this along with LAPD. LAPD's airship committed to this pursuit from above, but they are in tracking mode, as I mentioned, with the night sun off, taking a little bit of the pressure off, but they are keeping very close tabs on this suspect. One of 4 separate vehicles that fled an attempted robbery, reportedly an attempted robbery at the Grove. Again, robbery suspects in pursuit here as they continue southbound on the 110 freeway, coming up on 38th. Who else is here? Copy. All right, do the best you can. If he's not one of those two, it might be towards the right. You think that's him? We've lost a... yeah. I can't tell either. Is the airship further back? Try going. I don't think that's him. I don't. I think he's a little further back, just slightly, not too much. Look for the airship and then try and use that. Passing explosive. Okay, CHP coming up behind him. Here we go. That's him. That's him. That's him. That's him. He's flying. Look at that. CHP now catching up to the suspect. No, that's not. No, he's going around him. Number 3 lane on the southbound side of the 110. Number 3 lane. CHP getting involved now. It's one of those. One of those. Yep. That's Florence. They just passed Florence. These guys are flying. I don't see anybody going that fast. Yep. Copy. Look for, so keep an eye on those guys, Kyle, but widen out, look for the airship in the air, and then look straight down from the airship. See if might be ahead of, exiting at Manchester, right there. Exiting at Manchester, we'll see if we, eastbound Manchester coming this way. Eastbound Manchester coming this way. He's down, till down. That's Manchester there, buddy, till down. Yep. Yep, somewhere in there. Southbound Broadway, right there. You have Broadway. So to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, right there, right in there. We can't get any further west, right? Okay. Copy. Approaching 90 seconds. Is that him right there? Slowing down for this one here. Might make a turn here. Might make an eastbound turn, or no, westbound turn. A westbound turn. Westbound turn on Colden Ave. Right there, right there. You've got him. That's him. Bingo. Maybe not. Maybe not. Tilt down. Why are they not? That is him. That's him. That is him. All right, southbound Vermont. That was him. Just keep moving south with him. You know he's going south. Keep going. Yep, you got it. You got it. You're right. Did he just dump the vehicle? All right, let's go back. Yeah, they're running. Foot bail at Hoover and 97th Street. Between Hoover and Vermont. Okay, copy that. Copy.
Tail robbery, Air 7 HD, Chris Christie overhead, a dangerous pursuit. This all began when about 20 people tried to swarm the Nordstrom store at the Grove Shopping Center in Glendale, or not in Glendale, the Grove is in the Fairfax district. As many as 4 vehicles sped away from that scene, one of them being pursued, and it looks like the suspects have bailed out of that car. Let's get more from Chris Christie, live overhead in Air 7 HD. Chris.
That's right, Mark. 4 vehicles fleeing from that robbery scene at the Grove, one of them in high-speed pursuit all the way down to the 10 freeway, down the 110 freeway, exiting at Manchester just a few seconds ago, and now they've dumped the vehicle. Suspects running through this neighborhood between Hoover Street and Vermont Avenue at 58th and Colden there. You can see flashlights out, LAPD's airship overhead as they look for those suspects. And again, that vehicle was just dumped along the side of the road there. Couldn't make out how many suspects jumped out of that vehicle, but those attempted robbery suspects are now being sought after here in South LA. Again, as you mentioned, we heard the call come over the radio, an attempted robbery or robbery in progress at the Grove. Four vehicles fled the scene. Unclear what the whereabouts is of those other 3 vehicles. Of course, we're going to continue to follow the story throughout the newscast. Mark, back to you.
All right, a real attempt now to put a stop to these. There has been a rash of frightening takeover and smash and grab robberies at high-end stores from the Bay Area to Southern California. New video just released tonight of another flash mob robbery. You're looking at it here. A pharmacy picked clean. High-end stores losing thousands, even more than $1 million in one instance in merchandise. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand joining us live from Beverly Hills with the latest on the effort to stop this crime wave sweeping California before the holidays. Jory.
Mark, security is tight here in Beverly Hills. You might even see a police cruiser make its way behind us. They've been circling this area on Rodeo Drive every couple of minutes. They're likely on high alert tonight as well after what we saw play out at the Grove, looking to make sure that they don't become the latest city targeted by these mobs of robbers.
From Beverly Hills to San Francisco to Chicago, over the last several days, mobs of criminals have overwhelmed high-end stores with smash and grab robberies, making away with millions of dollars in merchandise.
I probably saw 50 to 80 people in like ski masks, crowbars, like a bunch of weapons. There was a mob of people. The police were flying in. It was a scene out of the movie.
The Bay Area has been hit particularly hard. San Francisco's Union Square saw more than $1 million
And we believe at this point that they may be smash and grab suspects from the Grove. So this is a pursuit that has moved some distance across Los Angeles. And again, as a foot bail, unclear at this point how many suspects authorities are dealing with. But burglary suspects, we believe smash and grab burglary suspects out of the Grove and now into this neighborhood in Los Angeles. LAPD in foot pursuit again at this point. And we will continue to track this and go back to the scene as warranted. Now at 11, looters hitting California's stores in a crime wave of smash and grab robberies just as holiday shopping goes into overdrive. Now officials, including the governor, are vowing a crackdown.
KTLA 5 Sandra Mitchell is live in Beverly Hills, where businesses want action and shoppers want safety. Sandra.
Sharon, Micah, we will stop this. That was the message from the governor today as these thieves took over stores in Northern California. They actually came here to Beverly Hills. You see the store boarded up behind us. They used sledgehammers to try to get into stores along Rodeo Drive. Across California, a violent start to the holiday shopping season, as smash and grab robbers target luxury stores from Beverly Hills to the Bay Area.
I probably saw 50 to 80 people in like ski masks, crowbars, like a bunch of weapons. They were looting the Nordstrom right here.
In Walnut Creek over the weekend, thieves swarmed a Nordstrom department store, and across the bay in San Francisco's Union Square, they grabbed armfuls of merchandise at the Louis Vuitton store. And in San Jose, they surged several stores, including Lululemon.
About 8 people come dashing out, running across the street to my right with a bunch of items in their hands. I tried to stop them, but they indicated they were willing to run me over, so I backed off.
In Beverly Hills, vandals used a sledgehammer to smash a basketball-sized hole in the glass at the Louis Vuitton on Rodeo Drive. They tried, but did not get inside. A similar scene moments later at the Saks Fifth Avenue on Wilshire. Tonight, shoppers tell us they're being more cautious.
Probably keep my purse zipped up and closer to my body.
Some customers say the thieves are emboldened because they know even if they're caught, they won't face serious penalties. Do you think there's enough accountability for people who are committing these crimes?
Absolutely not. I wish there was. I wish we lived in a world where people were held accountable by their actions and their decisions, and unfortunately, there's just not.
Today, the governor vowed to increase CHP presence in busy shopping areas. But for the swarms of thieves who are in and out of stores within seconds, that might not be enough to scare them away. We do know that Beverly Hills police are really serious about this. They've positioned these patrol cars throughout the Rodeo Drive shopping area, and we are seeing police on almost constant patrol. We're live tonight, Beverly Hills. I'm Sandra Mitchell, KTLA 5 News. Sharon, Micah, back to you.
Sandra, thank you. Tonight, a community comes together to remember the teen and call for an end to senseless gun violence.
This was a 13-year-old who was shot and killed by a stray bullet. That gunman still on.
Assignment desk from Alpha. Copy that, Jamie. We're going to go to the first chase that we were on. Sounds like the airships have arrived on that one. So they're tracking that one. We're like 5 out. Will do. Should be about 5. '27th and PV. No. Okay, 27th and Willa. Oh darn, I think he just bailed. Okay, cool, we'll go to... Okay, cool, Grove it is. From here it's about 10 minutes. Hey Booth, we're in Long Beach. There was another chase, it just ended. We're gonna go to the Grove. They're still looking for them. They set up a perimeter. They did get out of the car. Yeah, they got out of the car, and then they're in the neighborhood in South LA. Okay, do you want that instead of the Grove, Jamie? Okay. Sarah, let's do the pursuit termination that we were just on, the one on the 110. They want that instead of the Grove. It'll be about 3 minutes before we get back, Booth. The perimeter is South LA, near 98th and Hoover, which is just west of the 110 freeway, which puts it in the LAX area, which is why we're so far. Hey, Sorrow, I'll take it from the 105. Can we do one? Oh, sorry. I was going to ask if we could shoot it from the 105 instead. Okay. Okay, go for it. It's right out our 10 o'clock. You'll see the airship. Yes, we're here now. Correct, yeah, because of the TFRJ, maybe we can't get any closer. This is the car, though. You could see it right in the middle. Nine 8 and Hoover. 9-8 and Hoover. Yeah. Technically the car's on 9-7 in Hoover though, but it's this area. They've got all the streets here shut down. So Robert's talking right now, so they could dip into our pictures, possibly. You can park over the 105 if you want, if they'll let you stay there. I think I might. I know it's far, but... Yeah, I probably won't be able to see the car, but I'll still be able to see the cop cars and the police ship. Okay, copy that. Tell them to come out. Okay, 5 seconds to Telemundo. Okay, copy. Okay. Copy that. Telemundo in 20 seconds. Go ahead, Beth. Okay. Hot on Telemundo. No, they're still looking. They have a perimeter. South LA. Okay, clear from Telemundo. Yeah, and this is where LAPD officers continue to look for the individuals involved. We're looking at 97th Street and Hoover, which is just on the west side of the 110 freeway. And as I push in here, you're going to see a vehicle right in front of that police car. That is the car that was being chased by officers. And when the driver got to this area, that is when he and his passengers, unclear how many, got out of the car and took off running. And that is why you now see the LAPD night sun overhead as they continue their search for these individuals here in South LA. Back to you guys in the studio. Clear for now, thank you. Do you need to move out, Sarah? Okay, go for it. Can you go park at the 105 real quick so we can see what that looks like? Because I think they'd like to keep us here, if possible, just till the end of the show. Even if all I can see is the airship, I'll take it. No, Jamie. As far as I know, they are still looking for everyone who bailed from that car. It's working on LAPD. LAPD, I've heard it on LAPD 77th, and I've also heard it on Southeast. And additional units are coming to help with the search. We're getting kicked out because of LAX, but we're going to go park over the 105 freeway. It'll be a further shot, but at least it keeps us in the area. Hey, Jamie, can I talk to you on microwave? So on microwave, Jamie, I'm listening on the scanner. They're saying that it was 3 cars involved, and I heard possibly 8 individuals involved as well. And they're saying property taken was $8,500, as well as 6 cash registers. That's what's coming through on LAPD's 77th Division. So unconfirmed scanner traffic. Okay. Okay, copy that. And correct, that's what they said on the scanner, yes. And Booth, additional units arriving here in South LA to look for the people who bailed from the car. And we're hearing on the scanner, unconfirmed, but on the LAPD scanner, they're saying that it was 3 cars that they're looking for with 8 individuals. Property taken was $8,500 and 6 cash registers. But unconfirmed. Yeah. Yeah, as long as we say that's where it came from. That way. What'd you say, Sarah? Yeah, there was a brush fire there next to the freeway. No, it was like right when we launched, but it seemed pretty small. South LA, correct. Uh-huh. They have not, no. No, they have not. No arrest. Yeah, we've been talking. So I'm seeing, so yeah, Jamie, it sounds like the $8,000 in the registers may actually be from the CVS robbery and not the Grove robbery. I mean, the same people may be involved, but it sounds like it could be that the registers and the money was taken from CVS and not from the Grove. Yeah, it may all be the same folks involved, but yeah. I can't really confirm where the registers were taken from. Okay, cool. The CVS. Yeah. I for sure heard that the registers were taken from Slauson. So it's got to be the CVS. Okay, cool. We'll go to CVS. Let me punch in the address real quick, Sarah. We have to go take a quick look at the CVS. It's on Vermont. It's on Vermont, so it's also going to be South LA. Just north of us by 4 miles. Actually, yeah, South Vermont. Yeah, so it's going to be on the west side of the freeway. You may be better off just doing a North Harbor transition, and then we'll just try to shoot it from the north. We're going to want to work Vermont and Slauson. Because the CVS sounds like that's where the cash registers were taken from. And at least one of the cars that robbed the CVS also robbed the Nordstrom. Vermont and Slauson is what we want to work. At our 11 o'clock by a mile and a half. Okay, I see the sign for the CVS. So we're coming up to it, 1 more mile, you're heading right to it. It might be this store here. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be over here. I think, yeah, it might be this one here. Oh, yep, there we go. Perfect. Jamie on the microwave. Here you go. Here's the CVS, Vermont, and Slauson. Well, we once had to do an emergency landing at Six Flags, and Six Flags security was all over us. They couldn't believe that it was an emergency landing. They thought we had done it on purpose. Yeah, we hit a bird, yeah. The sheriff's department had to come to tell them to let us go. Okay, cool. You got it. Did you need the aerials of the Grove, or are we good to just go home? Okay, cool. Then we'll just go home. Cool. Thanks, Sarah.